Hey, how's it going? This is your Daily Sweet Talk for October 19th, 2025. Why was Cinderella a bad soccer player? Because she always ran away from the ball. Pretty funny. I don't know if this is something I talked about before. I feel like I must have mentioned it at some point, but I used to have really bad anger issues. Probably even still had them when I started recording these, which is why I say maybe I mentioned it before. Um, and I feel like I don't really anymore. I don't know. I used to keep like when this was something I was trying to work on, I was keeping a log of like every time I had like an angry outburst, and I would rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, like how angry I was. And then over time, I just stopped logging those, and that happens with like when I log stuff. My food journal I've kept up with since 2018, so I've been able to keep up with that. And other logs like I've been able to keep up with, but that since that one's just like I need to remember when it happens to write it down. That one's a little bit harder to keep up with, I think, as opposed to just like I always know when I'm eating something to take a picture and put it in my food journal. So that could have something to do with it, but I also think that it started like my outburst started to decrease around the time I started drinking water. I don't know this for sure, but this is only upon like reflecting back, oh yeah, maybe that was when I started drinking water. And that sounds kind of stupid that it would be that I just started drinking water, so I don't know. So I stopped overheating because I was getting cool. I had coolant. But I honestly think the timeline lines up, and I can't think of anything else. I mean, I haven't explored this in like serious depth or anything, but that's the only thing I can think of. I mean, I still get frustrated, and sometimes I'll get overwhelmed to the point where I do feel like enraged enough that I need to like log it, but it's very rare now. I would say that I feel like I need to log it. The last one was last month, and then the one before that was May. Um, so it's maybe like a couple times a year, but I don't know. It seemed to be only once last year, so it might just be I'm not remembering every time to do it as well. I don't know. Last time it was just there was a lot of different stuff of me struggling with my time management, like a lot of different things stacking on top of each other, and I was getting overwhelmed. I think that's a thing that will trigger me the most. I had a lot of difficulty in school, and there wasn't really I wasn't really getting the help I need, and so without getting into too much detail of that, I was kicked out of like one or two schools. I wasn't a troublemaker or anything. It was just like, um, it was an overwhelming environment. I don't know, for different reasons. Again, we'll not get too much into it just because it's personal. But and now, I mean, and when I was an adult trying to work on this, before it just like sorted itself out by I guess me drinking water. Being angry sucks, man. Like getting frustrated and overwhelmed to the point where you just feel like you're gonna explode. It sucks because no amount of being angry is going to, um, satisfy that anger. Like it just like if you're angry and you try to calm down, it's just gonna make you even angrier. Or that's how it was in my experience. I didn't really like the advice is always like coping mechanisms and stuff like that, and none of that really helped. It just went away, I guess, from me drinking water. I don't know. This isn't advice. I mean, you should drink your water. Um, but I don't really know what good advice would be. I don't feel like I got any. I mean, I tried breathing exercises, so maybe that worked a little bit. Um, but yeah, I'm thankful that I don't struggle with this anymore. I don't know. Drink your water.